we can resume. We can resume. So this is the hat that I ended up fixing. So this is the right side of the hat. And this is the spot that had the biggest hole, and you can sort of see that it's not totally seamless fix, but I am hoping it at least helps a bit, and I might just end up needle felting all around it because I'm not really sure about the structural integrity of it all. And then there were, like, this is like another spot, so I needed to fix it in a couple of different spots, but hopefully that ends up holding up pretty nicely. um but yeah, this one, it does need a good wash for sure. And then I think after I wash it, then I'll decide how I want to proceed from there. But I think this one ended up being quite a lot of yards, so it was a good plan to fix it for Stash Dash. As you do, as you do. So we can work our way through. So the other thing, oh good, my other, what did we got all sorts of good stuff, but podcast probably needs to end soon too. What was it? I came home probably just in time for the end of the nap. So this is a sleeve, and this is a sleeve, and so should be good there. So this is Piper that I am knitting out of Harrisville Designs Flywheel in the Aquifer colorway. And interestingly enough, I'm wearing my beatnik, which is another cable sweater that I satin sleeve in pieces sweater that I knit well before the podcast. Um, so sleeve, so should be good. Should be cute. Should be cute. So definitely gonna be a much roomier sleeve, full sleeve sweater. Should be gorgeous. It's like we're donning armor. All this. So I've knit the sleeves, so that means I'm a third of the way on the sweater. So far so good. And what it be? And then I've started on the back. Um, but start is, I think, the best way to describe what's going on because I am in the middle of a setup row. Oh, did you get in there? All right, better now. So I do need to finish the setup row, but I didn't bring enough markers with me. So I started this on Monday, but I just had whatever was in this bag, which was apparently insufficient for those purposes. But it was like, it's just probably just like a rather oddball, strange amount of stuff. So it started, but not very much. Um, maybe I'll finish getting it started soon. That would be a good plan. And then the other thing, which is in my lap right now, is the Marshland, which is a tin canvas pattern that I'm knitting out of Deepbluerenegade Natura Ulysses, which is um, the sport weight merino woolen spun yarn. And so I did try it on, and it did seem like it was almost time to start more color work, but I think I will knit up this ball of yarn and then I'll double check my measurements. But I did put it on DPN, and he did look very cute. So there's that. But basically, like, I have a whole plan. So it'd be the case where once I'm done with this little bit of yarn, just a little bit, I don't know, maybe, whatever, maybe I'll measure before I run out. Maybe I'll finish this row and then I'll measure. So this is the case where, what is it? So basically, I don't know, and it may be the case where I end up interpolating anyways. We'll see what I decide. So what I wanted to do was get through this. When I started a new ball, I would do short rows on the neck because the neck is too big, and so I've marked out where I sort of want them to probably be centered, I'm assuming. I still need to pick up around the neck, but that should be fine. And it would be the case where, like, I do want to probably get the neck set before I do the final length of the body, but since it's such a tiny sweater, like, would it be, like, I think it'll be the case where I only end up using 2 balls of the main color, I think, by the end of it. I don't know. I could be wrong. So it's not a lot of sweater in the grand scheme of things. So it may be the case where it's too bold to even do the plan I'm currently doing. Maybe I'll find the other end of this ball so that I can figure something out. Whatever. I'll finish this row at least. So do the short rows, do the ribbing. If I get the short rows and the ribbing done, then then it will be sort of the right size for it to be. Then it'll sit much more naturally, and then it'll be easier to get a good length on sleeves. And it may be the case where they end up making them long, probably. Because this is normally supposed to be like the 2 to 4 size. My child is 2.5. Seems plausible. That this could last for, or the sweater could last for a good long while. And then the body ended up being even like a little bit bigger yet, so it may be a scenario where I end up taking out sleeves and cast off if it needs to be longer. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But so nice to work with. This has gotten a lot of love because it is so nice to work with, as you do. So, would it be? But like, it's coming along. Or would it be the case where the sweater's definitely more than halfway done at this point. So, should be good. Or would it be? And it would be the case where it's not like they're crazy big. So, but it's like, get the neck in, get the ribbing in, then I'll have a better idea about length and all that other fun stuff. Maybe I should have just started that other ball of yarn anyways. But it may be the case where I have to like pull it. It may be the case where I have to pull it off the like I definitely need a much smaller circumference needle for here, and it probably is possible to do with, or this one's probably fine for interchangeables. I was debating if I wanted to do it on the nylon circular, but it might be really crowded. I probably just want it on interchangeable. And then I'll have a pleasant little sleeve break. Or whatever. Do a bit of the finishing, I think, is where this is heading, which means it won't be quite as mindless, which probably means I need to finish getting my other sweater panel set up, as you do. So, so there's that. So, sweaters are coming along. Um, Maybe I need a slightly better plan. It's okay. And then it was the case where I went on an adventure. So, unfortunately, Knit House on Main is unfortunately going out of business. But they did have a little sale going on, and we did end up going on an adventure to visit them. Um, so I ended up picking up some stuff. So I ended up picking up these three colors. So this is Woolfolk Tinned, so it's very soft, very, very lovely yarn. I have knit with it before and really enjoyed it. And so I was thinking of making a cowl that coordinated with my navy blue jacket. And perhaps that's the death knell of any jacket, is deciding to knit an accessory especially for it. And then they also had crazy Zauber balls. And so this one is camouflage, and this one is Jacques Hose. And so I figured that these could combine together and make something very fun. That is the case where they have like a little preview of the colors, so I figured that these were whatever fun combination of things that would look good together. So I might end up doing some sort of mosaic thing with these. And then I ended up picking up a couple of various sizes of 9-inch circulars. So I picked up a US 5, a US 6, a US 3, and I believe a US 4. No, it was a number 2. So not too crazy. So it was just sort of filling out my collection. But now that I was looking at my collection, it did look like I actually had some of these sizes already. So that's just the danger of guessing. I don't think that they had, like, I was pretty sure I already had a 3mm, but now I'm not so sure. But it was okay. But it was a situation where we ended up making like a whole afternoon of it. So we met at the ferry building, we got our coffee and snacks, we got on the ferry, we crossed the water, or we went from like the San Francisco ferry building to Tiburon. We ended up in a really cute downtown area, highly recommended. The coffee shop near the ferry, the ferry entrance. We were yarn shopping and figuring out what we wanted to do. And there was still quite a lot of yarn, so it will probably end up, or would it be? It may be the case where they end up doing like a deeper discount, but it was like one of those like can't keep the lease situations, so which is sad. But would it be? But it was the case where it was a lovely little shop. It had would it be? Like they had a good variety. It was very neat and tidy. And hard to say no to picking up some pretty useful tools. So would it be, though it will be the case where I need to figure out how to decrease the chaos of my Xiaogu 9-inch circular collection. So it was a adventure. Did I need an No. Whatever. It's fine. And then it is the case where I have made some progress on my spinning. Well, that's chaotic. Should get this set back up again. So, So it is the case where I am still working on my sweater spin, and that came off of the thing, so I'll have to thread it back on again. But um, I am moving along. I have done a couple of pieces, um, though I guess that comparatively speaking could be not a lot. um, I have done a couple of pieces, but I split them into thirds, so each piece is not necessarily a huge, huge amount of spinning, but it still feels like this bag is full. I'm pretty close to full. But it's just the case where every time that I get through a color, then I decide what the next one in the sequence needs to be and go from there. So hopefully I'll get some more spinning done tonight. Um, whatever. Hopefully it's a chill night. It seems possible. I don't know if this is gonna be like a night shopping night. We'll have to see. But would it be? And then I will have to decide on a game plan. So it felt like I did like a pretty good job of meal planning and plotting everything out. Um, Yesterday, so it was the case of okay, got all my stuff, got it all put together. Life is good. Um, I don't I now I don't feel like I'm have that same game plan or a good thing to do for today. Whatever. Um, that next week might be more of a mess. I know. I'll probably end up doing sirloin patties, which tastes good and looks bad. It doesn't look good, but it tastes good, so or would it be? It's not something that you would choose to make. Um, so would it be? So it would be the case where we'll figure something out. And also that one is like part of the Dear Sweet Lovable Ones repertoire, um so I feel like if I got it 90% of the way, he could do it himself anyways, so we'll see. But then we also have to live with the fact that um I went to H Mart to get my 20-pound bag of rice, and there were so many different types of rice, and all I was looking for was jasmine rice, and I bought broken jasmine rice, which apparently rice might soak up gravy more whatever, more readily. It might make tastier food, but it's just so weird. Like, I'll just buy whole grain next time, or whatever, or would it be? There were too many choices. Or I just need to keep buying my rice at Safeway because it's fine. I was thinking I would have better rice availability at H Mart, but it turns out that sometimes more isn't a good thing. But so what it be? So we'll see what goes down. So for the next time that I record, I will have stash dash yardages calculated because I do love a spreadsheet. I do love a knitting spreadsheet. But technically speaking, yeah, I'm not ready to write that down yet because I haven't looked it up yet. Also, or what do we? But I will actually have finished objects now because I finished this today. Refinished it today. I'm a refinisher. And then it's the case where I probably need to go through and check and see if there's other things that also need to be, or basically go through my knitting and make sure I find everything that needs to be mended. Um, yeah, that would be a good plan. Um, yeah. Go through, find all the mending that needs doing. I think I do want to maybe, or what be. I do want to do some needle felting on this, I think. And I do have the needle felting kit, so I could give it a try. But yeah, so we'll get this one all spiffed up again. And it'll be like a little bit broken, but it's fine. It took some battle damage. It got used. And then I'll be like, my hat! Everything is his. So we'll just do a little bit of reinforcement in order to make sure that this is solid. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It would be the case where I really am hoping to finish the spinning project for Stash Dash. I think that is my goal. Is I would really like that to be done because it'd be the case where I've been working on it for quite some time now. So that would, yeah, I think that's what I would really like, is to finish this great big sweater spin. And there have been a couple of projects that I've interrupted and my mojo's been a bit low. But it does feel nice. So there's that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that takes me. Like finishing 2 sweaters would also be good as well. Um, we'll go from there. I'm not sure what else I want to do. I guess I'll just we'll just go where my heart takes me, I suppose. Figure out what it is that I want to do exactly. Or if I'm gonna continue to knit with wool and spin yarn because it takes up a lot of space in my stash. um, or what would it be? I could see doing a couple of small things coming up as a distinct possibility. So, what was it in local yarn shop day, which is too close? Or it feels like it's whatever. It's fine. I did end up picking up 2 skeins, in order to make some dragons. So I might take a dragon break. Not because it's too hot to knit in San Francisco, but because it's like the scenario where I don't even really want to put it away. um, because I fell behind on the dragon knitting. Whoopsies. Whatever, harder to do when you have your own child. So, I'll do that. I found my stash of eyes in my tools, so there's that. And I think I have some other ones too, so it just depends on what type of eyes I want to put in. But I might do that. It should be good. Have I fallen further behind than I thought? I can't remember now. It's like, I might be further behind than I thought. Be like, have I got all the nibblings? So, not too crazy. So, with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So, take care, guys. Bye bye.